Chelsea's Armando Broja is garnering interest from multiple Premier League clubs. The Albanian forward enjoyed a breakout campaign last season with Southampton and has been involved with Chelsea this season. However, if Chelsea bring in another striker, Broja could be on his way out. According to Ben Jacobs, Newcastle United and Everton are monitoring the situation in case he becomes available and will be looking for a loan option with no obligation to buy. Italian giants Juventus are taking as much information as possible on Chelsea star N'Golo Kante before deciding on whether to make a contract offer for him next summer, when the Frenchman will be available for a free transfer. Despite his remarkable contributions to the club in recent past, the Blues do not appear to be keen in extending his current deal owing to the 31-year-old's growing injury problems. Injuries have plagued his ongoing season at Stamford Bridge, with the player set to miss the World Cup and is unlikely to return until the new year. According to a report by Spanish outlet Fichajes, Serie A heavyweights AC Milan have reportedly set their sights on Real Madrid forward Marco Asensio, who is available for a Bosman transfer in the 2023 summer transfer window. Asensio, 26, has reached a crossroads in his Real Madrid career, earning just 217 minutes of action this season amid a long-standing impasse over his contractual situation. The Spaniard has entered the final year of his contract at Santiago Bernabeu, and an agreement over a contract extension has yet to be reached. Manchester United striker Anthony Martial has reportedly been offered to Turkish heavyweights Fenerbahce by his representative. That's according to Turkish outlet Fanatic, who claim the Frenchman is keen on a January loan move to Turkey as he looks to get his career back on track. Martial, 26, has struggled for minutes this term, making only 4 appearances, but he has netted 3 goals and registered 2 assists. Yellow Canaries boss Jorge Jesus apparently has given the board clearance to pursue a possible deal for the 30-capped French international. Victoria Pilsen 2-4 Barcelona, Xavi's side end UCL campaign with easy victory. Bayern 2-0 Inter, Benjamin Pavard and Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting score. Liverpool 2-0 Napoli, Nunez scores late goal. ANF Reds end Napolis unbeaten run. Marseille 1-2 Tottenham, Spurs win group and qualify for UCL knockout stages. Liverpool can still go on and win this season's Champions League trophy, despite finishing second in their group, according to Peter Crouch and Rio Ferdinand. Crouch added, "Definitely, when you get to that stage when you throw all your eggs in the CL basket, have great pedigree in the competition, players that have got the history behind them, they can definitely do it." Despite the shaky performance, Barcelona boss Xavi claimed, "We were good in the first half. Although we conceded more chances than we normally do, we suffered more than normal in defense, especially from dead balls. We were good in attack and in ball circulation, like has been the case from top to bottom in FC Barcelona over the past few weeks." Xavi was quick to point out the positives of playing in Europe's second competition. "I would say we are candidates to win the Europa League. I understand why people will call us favorites, but last year we saw that it's a complicated competition. It's ended up being a beautiful Europa League with the teams that are in it, and Barca is a candidate to fight for it and win." Atletico Madrid are watching Torino defender Per Schuurs. Mundo Deportivo says Atletico are seeking a center-half signing and Schuurs is on their radar. The young Dutchman only moved to Torino in August from Ajax. The 22-year-old has a deal to 2026. Atletico and Liverpool scouts have been seen at Toro games this season checking on Schuurs. In Holland, Schuurs has been likened to Bayern Munich defender Matthijs de Ligt. Tottenham have joined the interest in Atalanta midfielder Ruslan Malinovsky. Il Giorno says Spurs have contacted Atalanta's head of recruitment, Lee Congerton, over a potential deal. The 29-year-old has started just 4 Serie A games this season and is on the lookout for more regular opportunities. It's said the Italians won around £13 million to part ways with the Ukrainian international, but Spurs are rumored to be facing competition for his signature in the form of West Ham and Nottingham Forest. According to Italian outlet Calciomercato Web, Juventus are ready to sell in-demand midfielder Manuel Locatelli for a fee of around £30 million in order to make way for the signing of Chelsea playmaker Jorginho on a free transfer next summer, with London duo Chelsea or Arsenal mentioned as potential destinations for the Italian international. Locatelli, 24, joined Juventus on a 2-year loan deal from Sassuolo in 2021 off the back of his stellar displays for Italy at Euro 2020. Following a promising debut season, the Euro 2020 winner has struggled to find his best form, and has failed to nail down his place in Massimiliano Allegri's starting 11. Chelsea have reportedly received a significant boost in pursuit of their summer target and Bayern star Benjamin Pavard. That's according to the German outlet Sport 1, who claimed that the French defender has grown frustrated with inconsistent minutes he has received under boss Julian Nagelsmann and could be open to a move away from the Allianz Arena. Despite spending the best part of £250 million, Blues still have major gaps in their squad, especially in the wing-back department, with the likes of Raheem Sterling and Christian Pulisic having to slot there to compensate for the injury absence of Reece James and Ben Chilwell. Barcelona are reportedly considering a move for Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard. According to Sport, Pavard is the first-choice option for Barcelona boss Xavi as the La Liga side look to bring in a new regular right-back. Pavard's contract at Bayern Munich expires in the summer of 2024 and he is prepared to leave next year for a fresh challenge. Sergi Roberto has been Barcelona's main right-back so far this season, but his contract expires at the end of the season. Speaking to Mundo Deportivo ahead of Real Madrid's final Champions League group game with Celtic, Ancelotti claimed his comments had been mistranslated. He had originally complained about the referee costing them 2 points due to an invented penalty, as it was reported. "They have made a formal complaint about me for what I have said. An invented penalty, rigor inventato, in Italy means that they have awarded a penalty that was not a penalty. Bad faith and accusing a referee of conspiracy are not present here. I have never disrespected a referee. I only said what everyone thinks. I've been on the bench for 1,200 games. If I miss 4 of them, nothing happens. For me, it wasn't a penalty because of what they explained to us at the beginning of the season. It's enough to say that it's a mistake. Nobody is infallible." After the match, Simeone admitted his side deserved last place in the group to Diario AS. "It was difficult for us. It is difficult for us, but we have to accept it and see how we can improve in Europe. We have conceded goals in almost every game. We scored little and almost all the teams were better than us. We ended up in the place we deserve. Accept reality. From there on, another phase begins tomorrow." He was also asked if morale was becoming a problem. Atletico Madrid have conceded at the start and end of both of their last 2 games. The emotional comes before to everything. You can have talent, a good game, be very good physically, but if you are not emotionally calm, with confidence, it limits you. The penalty that with Leverkusen. The match starts in Cadiz, 27 seconds. We got ourselves to 2-2 with 7 minutes to go, with 2 important chances, and on the counterattack in the 98th, they made it 3-2. We start today and it happens again. 5 minutes later. There are many tests to overcome now. Let's see if we have many men within the group to overcome it. Speaking in FIFA interview ahead of the World Cup, carried by Mundo Deportivo, Hazard was keen to stress that he was feeling good about himself now and believes that he just needs a chance to show it. Villarreal have been told how much star midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso will cost them, should they intend to keep the Argentine beyond next summer. After a €48 million move from Real Betis to Tottenham Hotspur, Lo Celso struggled to adapt to life in London. When Antonio Kante arrived last season, he shipped Lo Celso out on loan to Villarreal in January. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp hailed Trent Alexander-Arnold for his performance against Kvaratskhelia after the Reds beat Napoli 2-0. "He has speed, he is cheeky, he goes inside, he can go outside, that makes it always really difficult," the Liverpool manager told reporters. "A good player and I thought Trent played a really good game against him. He was really on fire. He was really in, didn't get frustrated by 1 or 2 situations where he was second best, stayed in the game and I liked Trent's game tonight." Klopp also spoke about Liverpool's performance as a whole, adding, "We were really compact, really close to the challenges and then in the challenges we showed the determination we have to show. We are Liverpool, a top team.